I don't know why it's frozen. Gosh dang it, why does this always happen to me? Hi. Why is this so bored? It says it's sending it. I swear to God, my app. Anything?
Open up. Were they parked? Oh, they are parked. Yeah, somebody probably parked and took their bike up. Got my ears. Oh my God! Somebody clip that.
Oh my God, is it working? Do I have robot voice? I wish it was fixed. If I start OBS, it's gonna kill the stream. You think it's fixed? If it's fixed, let me know, because I really don't want to restart the whole stream. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Suddenly when I started talking, it started to sound better. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I do know how I'm going to fix this, though. Audio's good now? Okay, fine. Oh, all right, let's do this. We gotta drive. I can catch everybody up while we do the drive. In fact, we're probably gonna have visitors to the stream, including the producer. I don't know how much I can dox about everybody that's involved that we're working with. Yeah, so I think I can say, because it is, it's going to be public. I think I can say that it's going to be Kira. I'm spacing on her last name now. She's an ABC news anchor on the national desk. Super nice person, by the way. I was looking at her profile. Mother of two. It seems that she took interest in the story. So the way this went down is, my parents had that little local thing, and they had an anchor, Jordan Peterson from Utah. He noticed, he caught wind of the story, and then he came in and he was actually really, really nice to talk to. He's a great guy. And little did I know that the story would have broad appeal. So it got picked up by a bunch of affiliates, the ABC stations across the country. And in fact, somebody was telling, I don't know all the details, but one of my family members was saying something regarding that they got called, or they got told from somebody, a friend of theirs in Texas, about it. And so that was when and then shortly thereafter, okay, so that was the first thing today I heard, was that, oh, hey, somebody in Texas saw your television spot. And we were like, what? How does that even happen? And then we kind of remembered that news, agencies, the affiliates, they share stories, particularly, the special interest stories that are kind of feel-good, fun stories like that. Those get shared a lot between news affiliates. And so apparently that's what happened. And then within an hour, I got another call from my dad. It says, hey, we're going to be on the national news. They want a Zoom call with us. Can you help us? And my parents were so nervous. So I said, look, just let me come in and help you out. And they gave me the number of the producer. This is a national producer for ABC that I have been phone calling with and texting and stuff. And she's super duper nice. Oh my God, she's so freaking nice. And so she's like, yeah, tell them not to be worried. We've actually done it with people on tractors before. It'll be just fine. And it was funny because I told her, I said, do you think it would be okay if I had a Pocket 3 and 2 mini mics and a Starlink? And she goes, oh my God, yes. Most people barely have a computer set up to Zoom call with. So it's going to be apparently a 5-minute spot. Yeah, so that's, now you're all caught up. They asked for the video that I shot yesterday. They wanted to get the video so they could, I don't know, put together, pick shots from stills from them. I don't know what they're going to do. So they went to my, I only have like 3 likes on the video. The ABC's affiliate video got like I think it's over 6,000 views at this point now. It was a really, really big story. And it's kind of going viral on social media as well. It's just, my version of it they don't know about it, right? But I have the entire, 42-minute ceremony, which was kind of hard to sit through. Yep. Renew wedding vows to Taco Bell was not the headline I was expecting to see. Yeah. Taco Bell is left field. Yeah. This is why it's going so viral, because my parents, they just do not care. My parents, the story, and people, hey, look, horses. The reason that it's so important for my parents is because they've been finding little bits of time here and there to keep having a date, and sometimes Taco Bell has been the most easy thing to do for them. When I was young, they used to go to 7-Eleven and just get nachos and eat it in the parking lot, and that was their little getaway, because they raised 8 kids and they were Mormons, so they didn't have much time for each other at all. But they always made a little bit of time for each other, and a big part of that was Taco Bell. So because it was close, it was convenient, and that became, so the last 12 years they've been doing lunch at Taco Bell. And other people coming to it from the outside might judge it and say, oh yeah, elderly couple goes to Taco Bell, blah blah blah, and yeah, and so but they don't care. They're like, whatever. They've already had a few negative comments, but almost overwhelmingly they're positive comments. They're like, oh my god, it's so hard to last that long. How did you do it? That's fantastic. Whatever it takes. All of those great comments have been overwhelmingly positive. But there's a couple of trolls out there, of course, that are like, yeah, right, blah blah blah. Yeah, one guy said, yeah, they don't look very happy, and I'm like, damn. They don't even know them. It's like the internet, man. The internet it's just renewing my faith in anything but the internet. I cannot, that's one of the reasons I stopped streaming recently. It was just like, I feel like I'm sort of contributing to the brain rot that is produced by the internet, right? Because it's just so bad. They're just such haters, and people gotta hate on whatever people do. There's people that just crushed the record for Tour Divide, and they're still hating on them on Facebook. It's like, really? Get off your chair and do something instead of hating on everybody else. It's but, you can't change human nature, so here I am driving to, back to West Valley City. I was just there Sunday, and I'm driving back to help them out. And I'm gonna turn right around and come back. Looks like we have a pretty bad thunderstorm coming. Bring the light to the internet. You think so? Yeah, I hope that's true. I hope that turns out to be true. I did talk with the producer a little bit after the fact. I said, man, I'd really like to just get your, it's really, really windy right now. I'm making sure my storage on the roof doesn't fly open. I'm watching it really close. It's really, really windy right now. It looks like we got a really nasty thunderstorm. Yeah. So, yeah. Uh-oh, what's going on? Turn the internet on and off. Yeah, you kind of think you might want to do that, right, sometimes. But, I think this is a net positive. Even if the reason is because there's corporate backing and it's one of their biggest sponsors and they want to do right by their sponsor, I don't even care. It's cool. It's a good thing. If it motivates somebody to try just a little bit harder, so be it, right? What's going on? You guys still there? Did you guys freeze again? Hello. I think you guys froze. just turned live. Okay, you're live. Okay. Yeah, I somehow, when I was scrolling through the settings, I always do this. I tap the preview interval and change it. We are here. It's a pretty nasty storm. It'll be another good test of the Subaru, which I cannot wait to show you. I'm almost fully moved into the Subaru, so that I can, just go wherever. Taco Bell gave them lifetime Taco Bell. At the end of the ceremony, they announced, we'd like to give you lifetime Taco Bell. I mean, my parents are 81 years old, so, if you do the math, they're like, you don't have to pay, you're good. Which is cool. I mean, it worked out for them. They eat every lunch, so it works out to them. It's like $600 a month or so. So that was actually really nice of them. The woman who did the officiating, she's kind of moved up in the organization. She used to work behind, she was managing the place. My mom and dad know everything about all the people who work there. And my mom and dad also pay for lunch for a homeless person who is near there. Every day. And, so it's kind of cool. It would be cool if it's transferable. Yeah, I doubt it. Yeah. The news anchors, they got all these really great dad jokes, these puns, like they decided to, live Moss. I'm like, yo quiero Taco Bell. It's like, oh, I didn't set the mic up for the camera. I'm sorry. I'm kind of screaming. So, in other news, work is fine. It does look like I'm going to be able to take off 3 months next year and do some really, really, really serious bike touring. Probably Tour Divide or TDMBR. That's the goal. And not this weekend. This weekend I'm going to try to do an overnight trip, but I'm not quite ready. I might fail, but we'll see. I don't quite have the bike put together completely. I'm very, very close. And then next week, 4th of July weekend, I'll be spending the 4th of July with my parents on the way, and then I'm going to drive to St. George. How you doing, Darvoid? And how's America lately? America is right now rainy and on fire. There are wildfires everywhere. Are there wildfires in Colorado, Pixel? There's wildfires everywhere in Utah. They are all over. Portugal, I love Portugal. I want to go to Portugal. I do. I want to bike pack there. Yeah, the wind is nuts right now. A couple on the west slope. Yeah, there's fires everywhere, man. It's but it didn't affect the Tour Divide at all yet, thank God. Hey Derp Sauce, what's up? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Yeah, we're just I'm just driving to my parents' place so that I can help them set up their computer to be on the news. Yeah, we got some big ones right now. Big fires, yep. Yes, if you want to go do nature thingies, indeed. Yep. Yep, that one near Beaver, that's like right by me in Logan. Beaver Mountain Lodge, like near there. Yeah, in fact, I keep thinking I have a cold, but I think it's just the fire smoke. Yeah, it is so windy right now. windy. Yeah. Oh, I helped my friend. I helped my friend get her first car. Yeah, it's so fun. It's been so exciting to watch her have her first car. Can you imagine buying a car by yourself for the first time? Can you imagine that? Holy cow! I'm getting blown all over. I'm getting blown all over. Yeah, she had no idea what she was doing. She was like, I'm here. Somebody gave me a copay, but I have no idea what I'm doing. It's like, can you help me figure out insurance and stuff? I said, okay. So we were like, so she was sitting there. Oh my God, I cannot imagine how terrifying it would be. I mean, it was hard enough going in with your parents or somebody, right? But like, to actually be sitting there going through everything you have to go through to buy a car, including getting the insurance right and getting co-signer and all of that. I mean, it was terrifying. Oh my God, it was such a scam. You know, okay, check this out. So they said, well, let's see if we can find you insurance. The first one they found, the quote was $1,700 to start and $700 a month. Because first time driver. Doesn't matter how old you are, first time driver. First time driver. And when I was like, you cannot take that. Do not do that. I know, buying a car totally sucks. And they, you know, I know, right? And so then they kept looking around and they found another one that was $700 to start and $600 or $700 per month. And then they kept looking around and they found this really small kind of, you know, mom and pop dude who's just running his own insurance thing. And even that was $300 a month. And by the way, fun fact, you can actually put yourself on the insurance policy. You can put a friend on an insurance policy without any financial liability in order to lower the costs. So we got it down to $240 a month, which is still, oh sheesh. Oh my gosh, guys. Seriously, I feel like I'm driving through a hurricane. God, I hope my thing stays on. I'm like looking at it. Dude, you would not believe the crosswind right now. It's insane. You're finding around 200. So the insurance agent said, are you guys okay with putting Rob on the insurance? And I have no financial obligation. My insurance is not going to be impacted if she has a problem or anything. And that got it down to $240 a month. I think it was a 2500 Honda Elantra, which is like, I'm not questioning her decision on the car. That's up to her. That's up to her. I would not have picked such a new car. I mean, that's like really new. Gordon got like a 2016 something when he got his new one. Yeah, it's easier, but even the insurance is still high, even on a beater. I was talking to the agent. He goes, it doesn't matter. He's like, it could be any car, the insurance would still be that high. So it's not that big a factor. How awesome the car is not a big a factor as how new of a driver they are. So anyway, that was kind of a fun success. Kind of celebrating that. I like helping people get new cars. I've helped 5 people get new cars now. You know, he ain't a new driver and he's still paying that. Wow. Never cancel your insurance too, right? When you go to get insurance again, they'll cancel. Yeah, you know what else they said? They said if you move out of the country, you could have been driving a car for 40 years, and if you're coming from Canada, you're a new driver. Tesla Model Y. What? Yeah, you're talking about the payment on the car? I mean, that's not horrible, the way cars are going now, but, you know. Yeah, that's a nice car. don't know if I would get a car that was that new, but my car's paid off. Subi and I are going to have a wonderful long relationship together because I've modified this car so much, I don't think anybody would want to buy it. So I don't care. I'm gonna keep fixing it until it dies, and then I'll die. It'll last me at least 20 years. Still pays for car insurance. Has a car for 7 years because he doesn't want to have that problem. Hey Alec, how you doing? Thanks for the follow. Yeah, you guys should be able to turn the map on. I think the map is on right now if you want to see where we're coming into Mantua. I think I said that right. There's a bunch of places over here to check out for mountain biking. Yeah. $620 a month for car insurance. Oh wow. Insurance is only $180 with State Farm? Damn, I have State Farm. They're really nice people. Every time I've used State Farm, it's been really great. They're the ones who paid. They're the ones. State Farm caught the fact that I had two insurances at the same time when I got my accident, and I got double the money. And I don't know if any other insurance agency would have ever done that. I mean, I would not have known that. They said, actually, it turns out you had two policies active during the time of the accident. I was like, what? It was a total fluke. It was a fluke. I had an insurance policy. My name was on the insurance policy with my stepson because I helped him get his car. And I also had my own liability. And so I got double the liability, the uninsured motorist coverage, which ended up paying out like $100,000, which was amazing. And then it all went away very quickly. I just worked out a snafu with my insurance. The dentist was like, we can't get your insurance to go through. I'm like, I'm right here. And I gave him a screenshot, gave him the insurance, everything. And it was, turned out to be the wrong one somehow. And so then they found it. And it finally got submitted, so that now I'm good. But the really crazy thing is that most of the work that had to be done for my teeth, except for the implants, was covered by my dental insurance. So the money that I got was able to be used for other things, including helping family. This year I spent a lot of money helping family this year. So yeah. In terms of like, what am I going to do in October? I'm pretty dead set on living out of the car for a while, just to see if I can do it. Not because I need to. So yeah. I want to see if I can do it in October, November. You know what I could really use, guys? I could use some help. I could use some help finding cool places to live in the winter that are warm-ish. What's the deal with my parents being on the news? So I'll repeat that. So my parents renewed their 60th wedding anniversary vows at a Taco Bell last week, and it got picked up by the local news, which then got picked up by the national news, and now the national news is interviewing them live tomorrow. So my parents are terrified of how to run a Zoom call, so I'm driving 90 minutes back from Logan to West Valley to help set that all up for them so that they don't have to worry. And I've been working with the producer in setting up the tech part of it. So I'm super happy I got to be here for this. You know, if I was across the country, it would have been a lot harder. So that's what's going on with that. And I need to come back tomorrow because I have work that I need to do. And I still need to clean up my apartment some more and get ready to move out. The way things are going, I'm going to try to move out effectively of the apartment in July and to live out of my car, even though I technically am still able to stay in my apartment until the end of September. I'm going to be on a week mountain bike trip from Bryce Canyon to Zions National Park the week of July 6th. And I'm going to live stream that. And I have permission to take my Jackery battery and all of my batteries to attempt to stream all of it. So that's actually it's going to be a really fun test of my entire rig and my app and all of that, to see if we can get everything to work. I'm deathly paranoid of messing with my app right now and breaking it somehow. It's a little bit quirky right now, but it still works, right? You love their running renewal vid? Yeah, they're nice. They're super nice. They were saying to me behind the scenes, they were like, I hope people don't think that this was easy. It wasn't. And they mean like the 60 years of marriage, right? They're a little bit afraid that someone's saying it's going to be like, oh, look how easy 60 years. 60 years of marriage is hard. And I can tell you all kinds of stories about how it was hard that I was involved with. You know, there were times when they almost didn't make it through it. But they did. They pulled it through. You know. So, I don't know. I feel like my mom and dad come from a generation that was kind of the last generation that just did not give up. You know? It's like, I feel like, I don't know. There's this kind of like, you know, 60, I know it's a long time, right? There's this kind of idea like, I remember getting kind of surprised by this because I don't want to get into my divorce, which is getting finalized papers. I'm going to be signing papers here pretty soon. We had to wait a year before we got divorced. I've been divorced twice at this point. So, yeah, 6 years, not happening for me, right? But the thing that I think is amazing is that my mom and dad have actually weathered serious life changes, like no longer believing in the Mormon church, or one of them believing in the Mormon church while the other one wasn't sure if they could go to the church, or, you know, finding out that their children were being child molested by people they were befriending because of the church. You know, they've been through so much that would have easily taken out, you know, a lot of modern marriages, including mine. You know, my marriage fundamentally ended because I didn't want to be Mormon anymore, and I did stupid things to sort of force the issue. But my parents lived through that, and I don't know how much of that I can dox, but let me just say, my parents survived infidelity. They survived everything. They survived everything, and they made it through, and they're holding hands to this day, you know, teary-eyed that they made it this far. They made it through some really gnarly, pardon my French, shit, and they did it. They did it. And I mean, I'm telling you, any one of those things would have been grounds for them to say, we're done here. You know, you know, there, I will say this, there was never, ever any domestic violence at all. There might have been getting frustrated with each other or yelling at each other or any of that, but there was never anything that even came close to violence at all. It's just not in their nature. But they definitely got angry, and they definitely shouted, I remember. You know, and they went through a lot of really horrible things. I mean, really, really traumatic, horrible things, but they still survived it. They made it through. So, why? How? it's like, I have a question about that. We got a long way to go here, so we can talk a little bit. But like, this has got to be just, this wind has got to just be fanning the flames. Oh, damn. Speeder just got pulled over. This has got to be fanning the flames of that fire like crazy. I'm not even sure how much of this is actually rain versus smoke. Yeah, they survived it together. Yeah, my marriage is done. My marriage was done as soon. The crazy thing about my marriage, the last one, is that it ended over something that, quite honestly, my parents would think, really? Because it's just not in their nature to split up over the kind of thing that we split up over. And, I support that I'm getting divorced now. I think it's the right thing and all, but it, it's just a totally different way to look at it, right? Anyway, I don't completely understand how some people can make it through super hard things and other people can't. And I think it has something to do with how they were raised. Being raised Mormon meant that you just you never, ever, ever gave in, right? It's like, no matter how bad it gets, you just keep sticking through it. You could argue that I don't know, but you could argue that maybe there's a level of codependency in addition to their love, right? That made it so that they had to be with each other for survival. That, going it alone was scarier, no matter how bad it got, than, doing it together. I think that is a factor in some of them. I don't know here if that's a factor. I don't know. But yeah, then people were like stopping them in, Walmart, places like that. Like, dude, it is so windy. This isn't even a rainstorm. This is just it's just a really big, bad, gusty windstorm. I'm driving slow because I don't trust my storage thing. I'm watching it through the sunroof. I mean, it is literally blowing me across the lane. I've decided I'm not going to put anything heavy up there. I'm just going to put clothes up there. Shoes, tires, muddy packs. That's the only thing that's going in my storage. Hurricane Rob. Yeah. No midgets. I could fit a midget in one. I just bought a 100-liter Patagonia black hole bag, and they actually have a picture of a small 7-year-old child inside of the bag, which is a little disturbing. There's this girl, and she's like all curled up inside of the bag, and they've got socks and stuff packed on top of her, and it's pretty damn weird looking. And they're trying to make a joke about it, but I really, really, really wish I had not bought the suitcase. I bought a $1,000 suitcase. It really breaks it, whatever. And I really, really, really wish I hadn't bought it, because I can't use it. Saw it from Oregon, probably. What's everybody been doing? Kind of out of contact. The good news is I'm easily going to be able to fit everything in the car. I don't need a trailer at all. You're going to go to Finland for your trip? You've been practicing your Finnish? Oh, that's cool. You did a couple 100 miles? Are you going to do rider? Are you going to tour Finland? Is this supported? Man, that sounds fun. Wow, that's so cool. Yeah, a supported ride would be so much fun. I need to take my rides up a notch. Next year will be the big year for riding. I'm kind of getting settled here. 300 kilometer, nice. Is it one of these like multi-day events, or is it a supported ride? I want to do more of those. I still have the Damani if I really wanted to keep it, but I'm gonna probably sell it. My goal is to do everything off-road, like everything. Supported, nice. I'm doing just a 1 week supported in a couple weeks. It'll be fun. I either want to do stuff like Tour Divide and Continental Trail and all of that, or I want to do week-long supported rides. The crazy thing is, I can do the entire Tour Divide for the same amount of money it takes me to do 1 week of supported ride. It's going to cost me $2,200 for 1 week. It's like cruise money. But who wants to go on a cruise? Actually, I'm thinking about going on a cruise next year too. My sisters and their husbands, they cruise every year. Love Boat, yes, it absolutely is the Love Boat. It is. I love the Love Boat. I look forward to watching that. In fact, they play the Love Boat on the television on that free channel, and I was like watching the Love Boat. I don't know why. I think first of all, there wasn't much to watch, but yeah. I would love to be on the Love Boat. I definitely need it. I need the magic of the Love Boat. Yeah, Fantasy Island is another one, right? I can watch some of the Love Boats that I watch though, I forgot how weird they are. There's some really, really weird ones. There's some really weird ones. The Panomi's Boat, yes. Mandarina. But I love being on a boat. Yeah, I was a cruise director in Russia, but if I had a choice, I would do Windjammer so that I could actually be part of the sail team. when I was in the Caribbean on my mission, the Windjammer cruises would come in. They would be coming to port, and I remember dreaming about being on those cruises. For a lot of people, they're just a big booze cruise, but if you want to, you can actually help out the flight. Yeah, I would rather do supported bike rides with my money and supported river rafting trips. I would definitely rather do that. My yoga teacher friend just got back from a Colorado trip, Colorado River. You know, the Grand Canyon. He did a Grand Canyon trip. He'd been waiting years to get a license for that area. Another thing I want to do is I want to do a supported climbing trip, because climbing is tough because you gotta have, you know, it's hard to find friends who climb, and friends who climb are really tight because they're literally in each other's, you know, lives in their hands. So it's kind of hard to break into a new friend group of climbers. And, I mean, I did meet a few people who were like long time climbers, and I don't think they're interested in having a newbie belay for them, you know. The one guy I didn't mind, he was like, yeah man, you're good, and he had me belay on all the walls. So I don't know, I feel like taking it from the indoor climbing gym out to the rock is a little harder to do. So I still really love climbing. I'm gonna keep doing it, but actually one of the things I want to ask Ashley about, because she's really into climbing, but she only does trad climbing, where you have to place your own protection in sandstone and stuff. And I don't know if I'm interested in trad climbing. It's the main climbing in Utah, but I don't know. So yeah, if you do like a guided trip, you get pro guides and they take you out and it's supported and all that. I think I would like to do that. I think that would be fun. Honestly though, if the only thing I end up doing from now until the end is bike tours and yoga retreats and cruises, I'll be fine. The occasional club visit. I'm still trying to figure out this weather. There hasn't been a single raindrop. Not a single one. It makes me wonder if it's being driven by the fire. I tell you what though, this is getting really dangerous. The Salt Lake is drying up so bad that toxic levels of brine shrimp sand are entering the atmosphere and people are having to breathe it. It's starting to cause like a regional health problems. You know, it reminds me of what was that really weird sci-fi with Matthew McConaughey, when the crops just slowly started becoming dust bowls, and rather than having it be like a big apocalyptic end of the world, it was more of a slow attrition of humanity just dying off, because all the, you know, more and more they couldn't make crops little by little. It was, to me, it seems like a lot more realistic. It's like the end of the world because of climate change isn't going to be this big catastrophic tidal wave that's going to take out the whole world. It's going to be storms like this and crops not turning out as well, and ski slopes closing because there's no more skiing, and they only got like 12 total inches of snow this year. It's going to be more gradual. People slowly moving out of the coastal areas that they once lived in because now they can't live there. It's not a particularly scenic drive here. Very overcast. You realize I've been working and using nothing but Perl code for the better part of 6 months at this point. 6 or 7 months. I cannot forget to get my mid-year review in by tomorrow. I brought my laptop. It's the only thing that's due tomorrow. But I have to do it. Anybody else doing mid-year reviews? Where you have to say what you did or how you're doing at your job and all that. Not particularly fun. Midterm reviews. Oh my gosh. And you're working 3 at the same time? Wow. Why are mom and pops on the news? 60 years of marriage. And they celebrated at Taco Bell, where they have eaten every day for 12 years. They were on the local news, and now the national news picked them up. They raised 8 kids and probably a dozen other people that they've helped that they count as family. My mom's story about watching my dad with these kids. They were with a group of kids, and just the way that he was so kind to these kids that other people were not being kind to, that's what really made her love him. I don't think I've ever heard that specific story. I've heard a lot of stories, and that was a good one. I was all teary-eyed at the end of it. You know, and I've seen the hard parts as well. Is it for 60 years or surviving 12 years of Taco Bell? I know, right? Yeah. It's not the only thing they eat. They do go to Taco Bell at lunch. Yeah, I don't hate Taco Bell. I have a hard time finding anything that I want to eat like regularly. I mean, that sounds kind of critical, but I do like beans and cheese. I used to like that as a kid too, when they put beans and cheese together. I mean, if I'm completely honest, I would rather eat at Chipotle than Taco Bell. But I'd rather eat at a food truck more than Taco Bell or Chipotle. You can get a really great meal for the same price from a local, food truck. That's my favorite. I know. I'm going to be blacklisted by Taco Bell for saying that. No, they don't care. I mean, to get a burrito at Taco Bell, a good one, right? You're still paying $10. Go pay $10 at a food truck and see what you get. People are just afraid of food trucks. Привет! Что нового? Часто ты не говоришь по-русски, почему? I'm super tired. I've been running around trying to get enough catch up with work and get ready for this and get my bike ready and get the car ready. Whoa, okay, it looks like we're finally going to get some rain. Boy, that car is loaded down. Look at how low to the ground it is. They're probably over the maximum weight for that vehicle. I feel like that thing is full. That minivan is super full. Spent breakfast looking for places to live in October. Believe my car still smells like my stinky, smoky apartment. It still smells like it. I brought the bags in. They've been permanently ruined by the person who smoked upstairs. With no top, right through a thunderstorm. Who's he calling? Somebody to bring him his top? Building that looked like a different denomination. I actually think it was a temple, and I think this one is too. To the right. There's some Mormon temples now that don't have Moroni on the top. Yeah, I think that might be one of them. I didn't think they ever did that. I thought that was a thing. Had to have Moroni. Highway ASMR. Yep. Oh, thanks, Talisman. Did you see a vet just now? requests are insane. Oh, the planning. Yeah. They're going to be on Taco Bell, Seabear. They're going to be on the national news in a Taco Bell. What's your news? You're getting married. Hey, Mike. Oh my god. They just decided out of nowhere to just close the entire office? Everybody in the entire office? That's insane. That's crazy. Yeah, but at least you have experience, you know. Technically you could claim unemployment. I know this because my sister had to do this just recently. If they close the office, then you're entitled to 18 months of unemployment while you find a new job. Nice. And you just applied for unemployment. Nice. I mean, not nice, but at least we have that option. I've forgotten about unemployment, and I was panicking for my sister. I'm like, what's she gonna do? How's she gonna put food on the table? How's she gonna take care of her kid? You know? And then I remembered, oh yeah, unemployment. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of companies are really struggling right now. And I don't see that changing anytime soon. I really don't. Yeah. Yeah, Severance is so good. If you get any at all. It just proves that you were in a pretty good... Hey, there's Salt Lake, by the way, on the left, everybody. You get a good view of Salt Lake City right now. It's kind of gray, but... there she blows. It's a little tricky. We got to get over unless these guys merge too. This interchange is pretty tough. It's a different one. I wanted you guys to see Salt Lake.
Footage of that, I seriously, I would pay good money for it. I would love to find that again if I could see any of it. He's on the...
Another plant. God, look at that banking he's doing. I mean, air flight is such a miracle. It is such a miracle. I know, right? I mean, you're just looking at that big old thing. I mean, that, how many tons does that thing weigh with all those people on it? And yet it just flies. It just has no problem. Blows my mind. God, what was that? That didn't sound good. Right under the international airport. Right here. Yeah, you should see a lot more planes. Ooh, there's one. God, look at that thing. It's going straight up. Look at that. Holy cow. That guy is climbing. Oh my God. I mean, it's like 45-degree angle. This is the strangest highway. This is a highway that has lights on it. And there have been major accidents on this highway. It's really, really dangerous. There have been major death accidents on this highway. Because it's a highway that has lights. We actually crossed it right here when we went to Taylorsville. We were biking through Taylorsville the other day. So Daybreak is the name of the town that has all the mountain biking built into the town. It's called Daybreak. It's a relatively new town. It's like 10 years old or so, but there's another one. What's the cross street on this? 1820 South. back in the valley. So much industry here. There's pretty high employment in Utah, in Salt Lake City, because there's so many centralized distribution centers and manufacturing plants in Utah, because it's just really, really centrally located. Customer service, desk jobs, all that. Yoga Vashisha? I think I did. Is that the first guy? No, that's Yogananda. I mean, it sounds familiar, but I don't know how I know it. Is it good? I need to start doing yoga again. Once I get everything settled down, I'm going to start adding it back to my regular practice, no matter where I am. I have a strategy for living out of the car. Hear me out. So, whole life is a dream. Yeah, that they say that same thing in the 4 agreements, the Toltec people. I actually think it's probably true. I do. Consciousness, I think it's probably something like a dream. Because, I mean, if there's infinite realities, which that's what we're finding out, then, you know, infinite universes and infinite realities, then how is that indistinguishable from a dream? I mean, that whole Marvel thing where, like, that dream that you have is you connecting with another reality, I mean, it's not too far off from the base, I think. I think it's not too far off. I do hope there's something going on when we die, so we can answer all these questions. What's the nightmare? I mean, yeah, I think it's bigger than, well, first of all, the concept of time is a very, very, very human thing. And if you start to squish time into, or squish it or stretch it, things start to get really weird, right? Everything's happening all at the same time, kind of thing. So I don't know. I just think the nature of existence is way, 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 way more complicated than any human can even fathom. We can take really good guesses at it, but I just don't think, it's like an ant trying to understand a human life. They can't. They're not capable of understanding it. I don't know if we need to understand it. I'm inclined to think that whatever is real is actually so far beyond our comprehension, we can't even imagine it. But that's why the idea of a dream being real seems plausible. If every single possibility is happening every single moment all the time, which is what quantum physics is proving to be true, then everything is happening at all times. That, you know, and it's just like Journey Across the River Styx. Me? Oh, I don't know. I'm not thinking that far ahead. I just want to be able to pack my car to go to southern Utah. That's the end of my planning. No bikes allowed. Right. The very notion of a bicycle, which is fundamentally predicated on being a bipedal, animal, So it's like there's so many things. I mean, I was sitting there watching Toy Story with my niece, my great niece, and everybody. We had so much fun, and all I could think about was we're watching somebody else's imagination about toys that are the product of somebody else's imagination. It was like if you thought about it too hard, it would fry your brain, right? It's like we are participating in this alternate reality that's invented by these people who created alternate realities about toys that were central characters in alternate realities of other creative endeavors. It was like multiple layers of like, you know, disassociation, and then you just start to go crazy. But have you ever done that? You're like fireworks, right? We were watching fireworks the other day, and I was sitting there watching sulfur, you know, explode into different colors in the air, and I was mesmerized by it. And I was like, meanwhile, you know, the dogs in the neighborhood are like panicking, and they're all going to die. And I was just blown away. I was just blown away by the whole idea of everything, right? It's like we're watching sulfur make pretty colors because the color receptors in our eyes have decided that these colors, you know, are appealing to us, which we can't even explain. You know, oops, I missed the turn, damn it. That's the one. So we don't even know why we like it. We just do. It's like harmonics in music. I put the guitar in the car finally. I decided to give up my entire front seat to the guitar for one reason, so I can pull the guitar and play it from the passenger seat anytime I want. So guitar's going to be a big part of my life. I kind of want a Chick-fil-A. I'm getting a Chick-fil-A. I know they hate trans people. I'm still hungry though, and I want a Chick-fil-A. I feel so dirty. I feel so dirty. I feel dirty. You already have 50 channel points. Can exchange. Bigot Chicken calls to you too. Oh God. Oh my God, look at that sunset. Okay, do I not have my... Where's my money? Oh, Chick-fil-A chicken meal. Chicken. All right. Yep, I just want a grilled chicken. I'm easy. Just a grilled chicken sandwich, that's all.
What's a good name for the order?
Rob.
Rob? Oh, perfect. And you said a grilled chicken sandwich?
Yeah.
Just the sandwich?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. And any sauce with that?
Barbecue sauce would be good if you have it.
Barbecue? Yes, perfect. And would that complete your order for today?
I'm sorry?
Would that complete your order?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. That'd be $7.07.
Can I tap? Yay, it worked. Oh, wait, taps it again. Oh, come on, Roberts. There we go.
Perfect, you're good to go.
Thank you.
Bye, have a good day.
Wait, what? Did I say $21? Oh, $7.21. That's not bad. That's cheaper than Carl's Jr.'s. Carl's Jr.'s was $9 for a shitty. Oh my God, it was so bad. I don't know what they do to the chicken. I'm back to thinking I'm gonna move the piano across the country again. Cause nobody was giving me anywhere near what I paid for it. And I gotta go across the country anyway to go visit him in December, so I'm thinking about renting a trailer to just put the piano in only. buy, you know, and then we buy, like, rent a piano dolly or whatever. Dude, this place is popular. Bigoted Chicken is super popular, apparently. Life is a spectacle spewed out and unfolded before us. $50 or at least 50 CAD. 50 channel points. We need to figure out how to reward people for stuff. Put it in the list. I know, it's delicious. It's the pickle sauce. It's the pickles they put in there. Yep. And I hate realizing that it's actually cheaper than Carl's Jr. You know? This place is popular. Popular. I'm so popular. Wait. Popular. Actually, I confess I like that song. Hey, let's try this. Is this thing on? Does this thing work? On a better note, I just solved a Rubik's Cube while watching your stream. That's really awesome. I used to compete with my autistic kid to see who could beat it. We got it down to like 30-40 seconds. We were like... He was obsessed with Rubik's Cube. I wish I could remember how to do that. It's kind of fun. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Just stop. Just stop, Rob. Just stop. I was telling the producer for ABC News that it's like, you know, just so you know, because they wanted to go see my video that I did of the ceremony. And I was like, just so you know, I'm pretty cringe live streamer. But, you know, that's a good one. That's a good video. So, need to grow your beard again? How about not? I'm not growing my beard. Screw you. The scuba dance. I don't know what that is. Scuba, do. Dude, I am not growing my beard. No. It makes me look 20 years older. I'm not doing it. This person cut me off. Jalopy, what's up? We're eating chicken from the Bigoted Chicken place. And I'm about to go sleep over at my mommy and daddy's house to help them set up their Zoom call with Channel 4 National News tomorrow. They're gonna interview them live for 5 minutes. So I'm helping them set up the Zoom call. Красота мужчины в бороде. Ну, несколько людей согласен с вами, но все равно мне не хочется. Может быть, но, наверное, нет. I look like Santa Claus. I had done looking like Santa Claus. You can't make me. Viral event. No, I don't know. So Seabear, just so this is what ended up happening. Okay, so I'm Rob.
Rob?
Yep. So this is what happened. Hey, thank you. So they did their ceremony last week, and it got picked up by the local news, and then the local news got picked up by other affiliates, and people in Texas were telling my sister, hey, we saw your mom and dad on the news. And then shortly thereafter, they got a call from the national news, ABC, that said, we want to cover your story nationally. And then my parents called me and like, how do I do a Zoom call? So, and here we are. Oh God. Wait, where do I go? I don't know where to go here. I feel... Alright, here it's green. Yay. Run over anybody. It's definitely raining though. So that's, you have all the facts now. Those are the facts. I'm going to be tech support. It's kind of lucky that I'm here because, you know, I mean, I'm sure they would have figured it out. Somebody else, another brother or sister would have helped, but I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm supposed to work, actually. Pollo Loco. I do want to try Pollo Loco. I have not tried that yet. And my new life is eating out, pretty much. Eating out every night, pretty much. In fact, I'm not buying groceries these days. I'm eating up all my groceries and getting them out of there and getting used to eating out every day. Either I have to be able to cook it on my camp stove, or I'm eating out because I'm getting used to life on the road, nomad life, which I'm going to start in July. In July, I'm going to start nomad life. Actually, next week. Next week, I'm going to be living out of the car and making my way to St. George, and then living on the mountain bike trail. And then after that, I'm going to live in southern Utah for 2 weeks, and then I'm going to meet my family down there for a week. So that all starts next week, which means I have to be ready to live in the car next week, which is why I was really, today I've been kind of stressed about getting the car all ready, putting all my worldly possessions in my storage bin and stuff. Yeah, I love tin fish. Yep. Yeah, it sounds like you haven't been around it for a while, ZQ. We did a whole arc where all I did was eat sardines for like 4 months. Sardines, Skipper snack, and everything. And I actually am going to keep a lot of that around. That's one of the foods that I like eating in the car. It's not very expensive, although it's actually cheaper. It's actually cheaper to go out and get an omelet at Denny's than it is to eat a Kipper snack. So, yeah. I have to pay for my apartment through September, but as long as I live in the car, it doesn't matter where I live. So my goal is to clean out the apartment completely, everything that's not getting moved, and scrub it down and everything so that it's ready to go. And then I'm gonna actually, yeah. In fact, I donate. Yeah, I was eating oysters. Pixel was making fun of me, saying I was going to turn into a sardine or something. This is my home for tonight. So I'm going to like pull in tight here. There we go. I'm going to eat my sandwich. And then I'm going to say goodbye to you guys for the evening. I'm going to say hi to Mom and Dad. I think they're getting ready to hit the hay. Oh, you guys are in ads right now. You guys are in ads. You guys want to see me eat a sandwich? I have a feeling this is going to be a regular thing. No, I just got really close to the Elantra because it's a family member. God damn it. This is like the black hole of the car. Right here. Yeah. Bigoted chicken sandwich. Over in the Elantra. I was gonna put like barbecue sauce. Should we put barbecue sauce on it? And there's two ways to do barbecue sauce. You can either dip it in there or you can like just pour it on. Homophobic chicken, yes. Bigoted chicken, Rob. What the hell? I know. Did you not hear that entire commentary, Seabear, I just made about that? I don't know. Dude, you look hard enough, every single company's got a problem. Like a big problem. Some companies wear it on their sleeve more than others. I don't know. I'm having trouble with that. Like I just paid several $100s for Patagonia gear, more Patagonia gear, and some people really hate Patagonia. Other people are like, they're posers. They're not. I'm like, dude, I just want a bag. It's like, it's exhausting. And I get it. It's like, you know, I have a trans daughter and 2 gay sons, and you know, and here I am buying homophobic chicken. People think they shouldn't exist. Why won't this open? Because it's a homophobic barbecue sauce. That's why. It knows that I don't approve of it. I just want my barbecue. During Pride Month? Is it Pride Month? Oh my God. I didn't know it was Pride Month. I feel really bad now. Thank you for making me have buyer's remorse about my chicken sandwich. Rainbow water. Shut up. Dude, it's not opening. June is Pride Month? Oh my God. Does it matter that I have spent thousands of dollars in support? It's the one chicken sandwich is gonna like, you're gonna judge me based on my one chicken sandwich that I ate spontaneously. You're gonna judge me on that one thing, even though I dropped everything to come help. Oh shit! My mom and dad. The only thing you're taking away from this stream is I had a Chick-fil-A sandwich during Pride Month. Is that seriously the only thing? This is everything that's wrong with the internet. Yeah. Cancel. I'm gonna get so canceled. I'm eating this glorious. Oh my God, it smells so good. Oh. Bigotry tastes so good. I feel so dirty. You're gonna imply that I don't support trans people because I want to eat a fucking chicken sandwich? That is definitely on you. How about the fact that I moved my entire self and family across the country to support my trans daughter and bought her a piano, which I'm going to schlep back to North Carolina? How about all of that? Think about that while you judge me for my chicken sandwich. The internet. Typical internet. I know you're kidding. I have to say that for all the other fools that are going to watch the VOD on YouTube. You guys know me. You know my heart. Thank God. Oh my God. It's so good. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to move the piano or not. Right now, I'm inclined to because it's so hard to sell. I never get fries. Fries are a one-way ticket to obesity. If you eat them regularly. Boy, they're good though. No soft drink. I do not drink pure sugar very often. Not unless I'm like, writing. Dipping fries in Frosty? I've never heard of that one. That's very unique. Mr. Bobby Belova. Hey, Rob. That's every single person who's joined us. Why is ABC News? Oh. Okay, there you go, Bellum. Universe tomorrow at, I think, fries in a Frosty? That sounds very weird. I'm willing to try anything, though. As one who has worn pink panties, which he bought from Victoria's Secret, I'm willing to try anything. Noon, yeah. So, yeah, I think you got the summary, right? So something that was just a local thing became a local news thing, and then that became a national news thing, and now we've got this. Talk about, yeah. You can watch the whole ceremony if you want, my live stream. If you go check out my YouTube, RWX Rob on YouTube, if you go to the video section, if you go to the live section, you can see us preparing for the event. And then I did a full video of the actual ceremony with my Pocket 3. The one right there that I'm using right now. Yeah. Yeah. And the whole Taco Bell thing, I mean, you guys can watch the story, but because my mom and dad have been finding times to get together, and keep their marriage alive for 12 years. I mean, for a long time, but Taco Bell was just one of those ways. For a long time, it was nachos from 7-Eleven. They would drive to 7-Eleven. They'd get a break from the kids. They'd drive to 7-Eleven and sit in the parking lot and eat nachos in the front seat, which I should probably do in honor of them. Oh, you want to see what I got him? Can I tell you a secret? Here, don't tell them, okay? Wait, where is it? I got him this present. Okay, so long time ago. You think they're watching right now? They probably are watching. I'm gonna give it to him right now. Hey, Mom and Dad, this is your present right here. Yeah. Yep. The Chicago piano. Yeah, so my dad used to court my mom, and he would play her ukulele and they'd make out in college. Sometime around that time, I was conceived. So, in celebration of that, I was born while they were still in college. Yeah. While they were still in college, I was born. I know, it must have worked. I do not know how to play. I want my dad to teach me. My guitar's right here. I brought my guitar too, so I can play. I can figure out how to play it. This is the perfect in-car instrument. Like if you want to live in your car, this takes up far. You should see how much room my guitar takes. Oh, it's definitely out of tune. I have a tuner though. I think it needs batteries though. I need to go get that for him. All right, friends. This sounds like a petulant mother-in-law. A banjo with a four neck. Yeah. I just have my guitar. In fact, I'm gonna play it tonight. I'm gonna play the guitar tonight. Yippers, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, there's an app too. I know. There's an app, but there's also a tuner. So, yeah. I think that's it for me tonight, though, guys. I'm gonna go say hi to the family. The Rancher Hi G. I have no idea what that means. I want to know what that means. I need tell me your ways. I tell you what. I don't know. I am considering. What time on ABC? It's 12 o'clock our time. I will probably be live streaming as well at the same time. So, because once I set them up, I got nothing to do. So, I'm just going to go ahead and live stream it. Try the Frosty Fries combo. I mean, if you say so, if you say it's good, maybe I'll try it. Anybody we can raid, that's fun. I have a feeling we're going to have a lot more of these streams with me talking to you like this in the camera. We used to do these all the time. Remember when I used to like stop at Taco Bell after a bike ride? I have other questions for you guys. I'll probably cover like tomorrow sometime. I don't know when, but I need to figure out like how to. Oh, Ugly's on. She's probably doing tech stuff. Yep. T99 all night. She's editing her stuff. Who else is streaming? Agenda Free TV, Captain's Rob Adventures, DJ Melting Girl, DJ Slave, Giselle, Jenny, Liz, Mandy, Spirit, Storm Chaser, Theo. Hey, wait, which Theo is this? Oh, it's that Theo. I have a lot of feelings about Mac OS right now. Well, I'm happy for you. Five Scrolls, Barbie, Dag, Dance DJ Deb. DJ Deb. So many DJs. I follow so many DJs. There's really no one. No one. I'm not. Well, Moonlee's good. Mushroom Sauce is good. What's he doing? Pastor Tim Taylor. Robo Spacer. The Planter Gamer. Yeah, I wish I could take your recommendations and raid people that are here, but Starling launch in 7 minutes for free marketing. I should. Titica Cottony, I don't know who that is. Give me their Zilla Bingo. I think I'm just gonna end the stream. Goodbye.